Hello there, all of my disciples. Welcome to Find Your Path, where I talk with my guests and we find out how to create various characters in pop culture into Pathfinder characters. With me today, I've got Reviewer.
Hello, I'm the reviewer. I review you.
Reviewer, why don't you tell everyone a little about yourself?
Well, as you can probably guess from the name, I am very much an internet critic, and as you might be able to tell from how I'm dressed, I am a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts.
So then, Reviewer, who are we going to be making today?
Today we are going to be making a Pathfinder character for Aqua from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Ah, thank goodness. For a moment there, I thought you were going to say Aqua from Konosuba.
Guess again!
Oh, Reviewer, if you'd be so kind, why don't you tell us a little bit about Aqua?
Oh, well, it's a long, complicated story of the Kingdom Hearts timeline. Short version is, because Aqua is one of many wielders of a weapon known as a Keyblade. Specifically, she is a master of the Keyblade, which is not an easy title to achieve.
I would assume that.
Something that sets Aqua apart from pretty much any other playable character in Kingdom Hearts is that while most characters specialize in strength or speed, Aqua is more of a magic main. Like her magical prowess is a lot higher than pretty much any other Keyblade wielder.
Alright, I think I'm starting to get a picture about how to create Aqua here. Let's start with the ABCs. Funny, but no. ABCs stand for Ancestry, Background, and Class. The ancestry would be human. Because,
yes, very much so.
I mean, I doubt there'd be anything else.
I mean, like, technically, Kingdom Hearts exists in both a Disney and a Final Fantasy adjacent universe, so it's possible. I mean, remember, this is the universe where freaking Mickey Mouse is a Keyblade wielder, so...
Believe it or not, Mickey Mouse could actually just be a halfling beastkin, but that's another story for another time.
Hey there, it's Faye here. Just going to remind you all that, while you can make one with a halfling beastkin, it probably might be easy if you just make yourself a roadhook instead.
For their ancestry, they're most likely going to be the human. For their background, well, you mentioned they were really good with magic, so being a scholar of Arcana seems like the best choice for them. Allows them to get 2 ability boosts, one of them has to be Intelligence or Wisdom, and a free one. And they are trained in their choice of Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion for their type of magic.
Yeah, I think Arcana would probably be best for that.
Which is good, because the class that they're going to be is the Magus, a combination of martial and magic.
Perfect.
Specializing in infusing their weapon with their actual magical element. And to make it even better, each Magus gets their own little special hybrid study. Specifically, I'm going to be choosing Laughing Shadow for Aqua here, because Laughing Shadow's focus spell allows him to do short dimensional hops here and there during the battle, which is going to be very similar to her Ghost Rev ability in the game.
Okay.
Anyways, when making for Aqua's character sheet, we're going to try and prioritize Intelligence and Dexterity, so that way she can easily flow on across the battlefield and still have pretty good spellcasting for herself.
Like, Aqua is one of those characters who is very nimble.
I mean, she does cartwheels across the battlefield. I would hope so. Now, for her ancestry feat for being a human, we're going to give her Cooperative Nature. When her and other people are around each other, they can gain a +4 circumstance bonus to aid each other.
So in other words, my friends are my power.
Yes, exactly. And now for her human heritage. We're going to be choosing the versatile heritage because it'll give us access to the feat Leap, which lets them move an extra 5 feet on the battlefield.
Just out of curiosity, what is the average move speed for any given character?
About 25 feet. So this gives her an
so...
extra 5 feet, giving it 30 feet.
Okay.
But that does it for the feats and selections for level 1. Next up, for level 2. For second level, for her skill feat, we're going to be choosing Courtly Graces. It allows them to be more impressionable upon a noble crowd, and it also allows them to impersonate specific nobles if they ever need to. But Aqua wouldn't try to do that.
Yeah, like Aqua is not the kind of character who's really... I wouldn't even say she's great at deceiving.
No, but she at least has some good standing with those in the higher courts. For their second level feat, we're going to be starting to do dedications. Specifically, the Soul Forger dedication. As we're going to have her form a soul bond with her weapon. Now, what this will allow her to do is a couple of things. For starters, it allows her to make it disappear and reappear in her hand for an action. So if it's not in her hand, she can manifest it and have it in her hand. And if it's already in her hand, she can spend another action, and therefore she will make it disappear back into the ether where it belongs.
So this is just a thing that you can do in Pathfinder.
Yes,
standard rule set.
Yes, this is a standard rule set. And there is also one small caveat. The Soul Forger does require you have a Wisdom modifier of at least +2. Which Aqua has.
Interesting, because like I once played like a custom Keyblade wielder in D&D, but like that particular thing I had to homebrew.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like I don't think there's anything in D&D that allows you to like summon a weapon at will. Then again, I'm
Warlock.
I was about to say, like, while I do understand D&D a lot better than Pathfinder, I don't exactly have encyclopedic knowledge.
Now, when you become a Soul Forger, you gotta create a special bond with your weapon. In this case, we're choosing the Bounding Spirit, which can only be applied to melee weapons. That allows them to be able to be thrown 30 feet, and they come back to your hand.
Like a really fancy boomerang.
Yes, like a really fancy boomerang, in the shape of a short sword. Next up for third level, we're going to be trying to upgrade her acrobatics from trained to expert, so she has more of a bonus on that. And for her general feat, we're going to give her Cat's Fall. It allows her to treat falls 10 feet shorter, and they're an expert in acrobatics. It allows them to treat it as if it's 25 feet shorter. So that way we can have her fall from great heights and not take as much damage. Because unfortunately, unlike in Kingdom Hearts, there is fall damage in Pathfinder.
Yeah, is it like D&D where like every like 10 feet is a certain amount of damage?
Yeah, first 10 feet is fine. Every 10 feet after that is a d6.
Ah.
Next up, level 4. For her class feat, we're going to be giving her the archetype feat, Soul Flare. So that way, when she goes to make an attack with her weapon and she happens to miss, she can actually use this reaction to try and get a +1 bonus in an attempt to try and make that miss into a hit.
So, I'm probably going to be doing this a lot, using D&D terms to help me understand this. Is it basically like having advantage on an attack?
More along the lines of, in this case, if you miss, and you know that you missed by 1, you can use your reaction to turn that miss into a hit.
Okay, so basically just lets you add a +1 to your existing roll, should you so choose.
For the other level 4 feat, we've got Rolling Landing. You land with quick rolls that help you keep your momentum. If you fall and don't take damage, usually due to treating your fall a short distance, you can use your reaction to immediately enter a short roll when you land on your step.
So basically what we're doing is just we're completely getting rid of fall damage altogether.
Yep, and allowing you to use a reaction to turn that fall into an extra movement. On to level 5. I feel as if increasing her society would be good. This way she can identify people in a normal societal setting. She can identify general people, as well as also how a society would function. After all, when traveling the world, you have to be able to stay out of their shenanigans, as it were.
You have to protect the world border. Order.
There you go.
Both is good.
Yes. And at level 5, you have 4 ability boosts to give out. So we'll be giving them out to Constitution, Wisdom, Dex, and Intelligence. And with that boost in Intelligence, they also get trained in another skill. So we're training them in Survival. Because when you're out in the wilderness, you gotta learn how to survive. And at level 5, you also get another Ancestry feat. So for that, I've given her Clever Improviser. This way she can use skills that she's not trained in, and she can kind of fake it till she makes it, as it were.
Okay, I think that makes sense.
Alright, next up we have Rapid Manifestation for her level 6 class feat. This will allow her to literally summon her weapon the moment that she rolls initiative rather than having to spend an action to try and summon it.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, are free actions a thing in Pathfinder?
Yes, that's exactly what this is actually. It is technically considered a free action. Then next up for her skill feat, we're giving her Quick Identification. So that way she can look over various items and places and find out whether or not they have something to do with her or not.
Like if they're useful to her, or
like if there's a nearby enemy, or if they happen to see, oh, this child happens to have been touched by a Keyblade wielder and will summon a Keyblade someday.
Okay, when you put it like that, yeah.
So for level 7, we're going to go ahead and give her trained in Arcana, so that means she has more knowledge of magic. And we're going to give her...
Is good.
And we're going to give her the general feat of Skitter. It turns her crawl speed to half her regular speed, as opposed to just a 5-foot square. I wish I could think of something better.
What?
Yeah, usually when you take a crawl action, you just move 5 feet. But with Skitter, your crawl action becomes half your regular speed. I would think of something else that I could try and put in there, but unfortunately, there's not.
Well, like, choice. Does crawling like increase your AC or like give enemy disadvantage on attacks or something? Like, is there any benefit to crawling as opposed to walking?
It allows you to move while you're prone. And if you are prone, you are considered flat-footed, so you take a -2 penalty to your AC. And the only move actions you can take would be either to crawl or to stand. So if you wanted to try and get away from someone who is most likely going to hit you the moment you try and get up, crawling away would probably be a better option than just standing where you were.
Okay. Because like my first thought with like increasing the crawl speed would be like, oh wait, you could flavor text that into the cartwheel or something.
With that being said, if someone is trying to hit you with a ranged attack and you are prone, you can at least take cover, which will give you a bit of a bonus against that, a +4 bonus actually.
But it is something that you probably won't do on purpose.
Oh no.
It's more making the best out of a bad situation.
Speaking of making the best out of a bad situation, level 8. At level 8, Aqua's going to be getting herself a new focus spell, Cascade Countermeasure. When she uses this, she'll be able to become more resistant to magic.
Oh, damn.
And we're also going to be getting her the Arcane Senses skill, allowing her to, at will, use the first level Detect Magic spell. And with that all said and done, let's go ahead and talk about her equipment. Now, in Pathfinder...
Somehow I doubt that there are Keyblades in this game.
You would be correct, sir. But with that being said, what is a Keyblade if not a very specialized, version of a sword?
It is a magic sword.
Yes.
Because it's magic.
And the good thing about the Magus is that any sword is a magic sword if you have the sword enough. For Aqua, we're going to be giving her a +1 striking short sword with Ghost Touch. A +1 gives her a +1 to the attack and damage rolls. Striking lets her add an extra dice to the actual damage. And Ghost Touch allows her to touch ghost-like enemies. You know, kind of like the Unversed.
Yeah, something like that. I do wonder, though, like, are there any, like, weapons that you could potentially have that are more, like... The best way I can describe it is like a finesse weapon from D&D?
That's actually what a short sword is. It is considered a finesse and agile weapon.
Okay, good.
Anyways, in Pathfinder, there's a special society known as the Pathfinder Society. As such, they all tend to have these special little trinkets, known as Wayfinders.
You're kidding!
I do not kid. Granted, these are not in the shape of stars as they are in Kingdom Hearts. These are more like compasses.
But, like, do they still serve the same purpose, or is like...
They pretty much work as a badge to say, hey, I work for the Pathfinder community.
Okay.
But there are definitely those who actually do get very matching ones to say, hey, they're my friend.
Yeah, because, like, in the game, supposedly, like, the idea of the Wayfinder is to help friends reunite with each other.
Well, this one will kind of help out with that, because with this Wayfinder specifically, it is the Wayfinder of Rescue. As a standard Wayfinder, about once per day, you can activate it to cast Heal on a creature other than yourself, using either the 1-action or 2-action version of Heal as a first level spell. So if you ever need to, you can use your Wayfinder of Rescue to heal somebody else that might be in danger. But that's just a general look over at Aqua. What do you think?
All looks pretty good as far as I can tell from my limited Pathfinder knowledge.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm honestly, part of the reason why I agreed to this was I'm excited to learn about it.
Yeah. Well, if you want, I'm more than welcome to give you the character sheet. And you guys will be able to check it out too in the link down below. Oh, viewer, I'm about to sign off. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
You can find me a few places. my primary place is over on YouTube on the channel Those Dudes with a Hat. And you can also find me on Twitch at reviewer_TDWAH. Sorry, the letters there always get me mixed up.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to at least provide links down below.
Thank you.
And with that, we hope to see you next time. You all be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!
Farewell!